All right, another trade, a quarterback trade involving the Vikings. We thought there might be a quarterback trade involving the Vikings a couple of weeks ago with Kirk Cousins. That is not happening. Obviously, Cousins goes down from an injury after getting the Vikings back to 4-4, and Minnesota feels like they want to be able to get another quarterback in the room, and a guy who looked pretty solid in his playing time for Arizona. It wasn't outstanding or anything, but I think he's proved he's at least a quality backup. And for Minnesota, this to me feels like a good move for them, where they're not. I was a little concerned about the idea of them going out and making a big splash move, like getting a Ryan Tannehill or something at the quarterback position, just because I don't know exactly how much we're working with here if you're a Vikings fan. Yes, you have a shot at the playoffs, and that 7th spot is completely open, so you don't want to just give that up, right? There is value in making the playoffs. At the same time, though, there are issues with this team, and without Kirk Cousins, who was playing really good football, where are you going to be? You don't want to completely sell the farm for an opportunity here. To me, it does kind of make sense to kind of go with a half measure, go out and get Josh Dobbs from Arizona, it was announced earlier this week that they weren't even going to have him play, even though Kyler Murray isn't quite back yet. They were going to have Clayton Tune come in and play a football game there, and then it looks like Kyler Murray could be back soon after that. So at this point, they don't really need right now, they only have 2 quarterbacks I see on their roster. So I don't know, what Arizona is going to do with the backup. Maybe Kyler Murray will be registered as a backup. I'm sure they'll sign someone, and that'll probably be the backup for that week. But it's a way to, for Minnesota, I think they're hoping stay competitive here. They're hoping they can find a way to continue to play solid football. And Minnesota, I do feel like has a chance at. Do they have a chance of making the playoffs? It's hard. They have a chance, yes, for sure. But are they going to? Again, you look at the NFC situation, right? Philadelphia's in, Dallas is in, Seattle and San Francisco are in. So those are 2 division winners and 2 wild cards, and then Detroit and one of the NFC South teams will make it. And then it's kind of up in the air, that 7th seed. You have Minnesota, you have 2 out of the 3 NFC South teams that don't win the division of the Falcons, Saints, and Buccaneers all fighting for that. You have the Commanders are 3-5, the Rams are 3-5. So as of right now, Minnesota is tied for a playoff spot. So it does kind of make some sense. I don't know if this is going to fully allow them to all the way get back into a situation where you can be a playoff team, but it certainly at least means you're not throwing away the season. And it's also worth mentioning, we don't know if he's going to play right away. You're going to have to learn the playbook. Jaron Hall is going to be the player, I would assume. You still have Nick Mullins and Sean Mannion on the roster. Nick Mullins has played some solid football in the past as well. So it isn't a guarantee that Dobbs is going to come in and start. I assume, though, the intention of this trade is for Dobbs to start. I assume that's what they're doing. He, again, showed he can be a competent starting quarterback, even if it's not going to be great. At least there is some value there. So, it's a backup plan, but probably a plan A. And I think the backup plan is, hey, maybe Jaron Hall will look great right away, and we don't need this. So, interesting trade. But yeah, those are my thoughts. What are yours? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from y'all. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.